Hello and welcome to this video about modifying assessments in D2L with differentiated special access and timing. Instructors may choose to modify access and/or time limits for assessments for students with disabilities or for just other various situations as required. Let's go into an assessment and see how to change the dates and/or time limits. I'm going to go up to my navigation bar and go over to Assessment. I'll click on the down arrow. I'm going to go into Quizzes and Exams. From here, I'm going to go ahead and go into my Week 2 quiz. I'll click into that. And from here, I have access to all the details like the due date and the availability dates and conditions and timing and display. You can see that I have set a 90-minute limit for all the students in the course for this particular quiz. If I click into timing and display, you can see here that it has this. And if I click on timer settings, this allows me to change a couple things, but it actually does not allow me in this particular area to change specific timing requirements. So I'm going to click cancel, and instead I'm going to go ahead and go to availability dates and conditions and click here. I have the start date and the end date for when my students have access to this. I'm going to go down to special access. And here I'm going to click into manage special access. And I want to allow selected users special access to this quiz. So I'm going to click add users to special access. Here in the properties is where I can change if I want the student to have a different due date, if I want them to have additional availability to this quiz. I'm going to leave these dates here as they are, but I am going to go down to timing. And here under timing is where I'm going to click override time limit. And I want to change this. The students in my course have 90 minutes, but I want to give my students an extra 60 minutes. So I'm going to click under extra time and put in 60. And you can see that it shows the multiplier here if you do need to match an IEP. I could override other limits as well, but I'm going to go down to where it talks about attempts. And here I'm going to click, and I'm actually going to give this student 2 attempts as well and apply that. I can set specific advanced attempt conditions if I want to, but I'm not going to at this time. And now I'm going to go down, and this is where I can choose the users that I want to apply these special access conditions to. I'm going to go down to my demo student. I will click here, and I can click Save. When I do that, my demo student shows up and gives me all of the conditions that I've set, including a change in the time limit, the attempts that are allowed, the due dates and availability. I can click Save and Close. And from here, I can see that I have a user with special access listed under availability dates and conditions. I want to go ahead and save and close to make sure that those changes are saved, and that is how you change assessment differentiation.